Beginner F2L is not very hard to improve on. It just takes a lot of time and effort to learn how to get better and recognize other patterns that you maybe haven't seen before or that are a little harder to recognize. First, start off by trying to minimize cube rotations to build your F2L pairs, and experiment with where you can build the pairs without them being in their exact spot. For example, in my F2L tutorial, I kind of explained that the pair needs to be closer or over the place where it needs to go. But if you're paying attention to the pairs that you've already done, it's easy to build your pairs in different areas and insert them in the correct position like this. Like for example, I have this here, so I have it very close to where it needs to go, but I could also put it here because I have this one empty. So if I was to put it there and do this, it's still insert. I still have my F2L pair. I can insert that without breaking up any other F2L pairs already made. Next, try to insert your first two pairs in the back of the cube, so the back slots. That way, it's going to limit your possible places for your last F2L pieces to be, and it will limit them to the front two slots and the top only. That way you don't have to look around the back and find any other F2L pairs. So that just kind of makes your whole solve faster, because you can see, oh, here I have this here, and I don't have to do a bunch of cube rotations to look at the back, and it doesn't take time away from your solve because you don't have to recognize and track as many pieces at the same time. Finally, and I cannot stress this enough, try to reduce your turns while doing the beginner F2L. I know that when people solve intuitively, like for beginner F2L, they tend to want to sometimes do a few extra moves just because, even though it's not really needed. One thing I struggled with was when I had a pair on like the top left right here. I would sometimes do a U3 on purpose just because I hadn't trained myself that I just needed to do a different move to insert that pair. You can train yourself to do fewer moves like this by taking a little bit of extra time to look at what you could do, and then this would let you see the possible move options that you have and then decide the best one. This may kind of affect your time in the beginning, but eventually if you practice this enough, you'll be able to do this a lot faster, and then you'll end up improving your solve time a lot more. So if you practice all of these regularly and have in your mind that you want to improve, you'll end up doing so and you'll get way better, way faster. Also, make sure to go check out Speed Shop, the #1 puzzle retailer, for a bunch of really good deals and really great prices on Speed Cubes.